Hello everyone, me today Fritzy here back with another How to Play. Today, we're looking at how to play the game Agent Avenue from Nerd Lab. This is a two-player game designed by Kristen and Laura Kudal. It's pretty cool. Let me see what it says here. It says, if you look at the back, welcome to Agent Avenue, where two undercover spies, unaware of each other, notice espionage signs next door. Driven to discover the truth, they recruit locals from the friendly neighborhood to street corner ruffians, turning every interaction into a strategic mind game. It's set collection and bluffing with a I split you choose mechanism. In this vibrant anthropomorphic suburban world where everyone has a secret. And so what you get in this game is 38 agent cards, a board, two meeples. You can see by the arrows, this guy's going this way, and this guy's going this way. I'll set them up. These are just wooden meeples or dogs, merely. And we'll say that I'll be the blue, they can be the green. You also have these cards here. These are 15 black market cards. These are used in an advanced mode, which involves flipping the board over to the other side. And basically, whenever you would hit one of these spies, you would take a card and do whatever action it has, like recruit one agent from your hand is different from the ones you have in play, etc., etc. We won't get into that for now. I will point out that I also got an extra one that was a promo that was included in the box. And then you got some reference cards, and again, here's simple mode and advanced mode. We'll keep it simple for now. It's a two-player game, if I didn't mention that. And apparently it's in Oakfield. Welcome to Oakfield, it says. Just came out this year. And the cards have just a smooth plastic coated finish. So you stuff up the cards. And set up the board in the middle, whichever side you want. And each player is going to get 4 cards. And we'll put the rest of the deck here. A draw deck, I'll put this away. And what you're going to do is, we'll say, you know what, I'll be the green since I'm on this side. What you're going to do is you have to put down 2 cards, one face up and one face down, to offer the other player, your opponent, in an I split you choose. Different cards have different things, and these equate to movements on the board. So this one's going to be -3, which means whoever gets it is going to move back 3 spots. These ones are all 0. Now the code breakers are special because if you get 1, 2, 3 code breakers, you will win the game automatically. There's a different card, let's see if my opponent has it, the Daredevil, where it's 2 movements, 3 movements, and if you get the third one, you lose the game immediately. And wow, this was not shuffle well. I got a bunch of double agents, a Daredevil, I got a bunch of code breakers, and a mole. So we'll say I start off. I'm going to play 1 card face up and 1 face down. And my opponent has to select one, and I will draw back up to 4 cards. You're always going to have 4 cards. So my opponent says, you know what, I don't want the mole, so I'm going to take this one as the code breaker. And they will set it up face up in front of them, and then I will do the same with the other one. And we're set collecting now, essentially. They don't move at all. I have to move back 1, 2, 3, because it's a -3. Now they're going to go, and they're going to put 1 card face down and 1 face up. And, you know, I look at that, and I might think to myself, do I want to take the -1, or do I want to take the other one? And I will, it's tough, but you know what, if I get a second one of these, thing is, depending on what they have here, they could be moving up, and I could be moving backward, and they might catch me. If you ever catch up to the other person or surpass them, you also will win the game, but that only happens after all the movement is done. So if they catch up to me and I move ahead, or vice versa, then I'm no longer caught, basically. So you know what, I'll take the double agent, and they'll take this one. So they're going to move up 2 spots. 1, 2. I move back 1, so I'm okay. So we continue this back and forth until either somebody gets caught or somebody gets free code breakers or free daredevils. I should point out as well, you cannot put down 2 cards that are the same. They have to be different. So I'm going to put down this Daredevil and this Saboteur. And they're going to look at that. And you know what? They'll take the Saboteur. They're a little bit concerned about what could be here. But it's a code breaker. Sorry, it's a Daredevil. Which means I get to move 1, 2. And they got a -1, so they're moving back 1. It's a lot of back and forth. And you may not even catch up to the other player. You might end up in a situation where you go for all the cards and nobody wins. We'll get to that. So then, opponent's going to go, and maybe they play, a double agent and an enforcer. And what do I do? Maybe, well, I know this could be a Daredevil, it could be a double agent. I'm going to take it, and it is a double agent. So I get to move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they get this one, which means they get to move up 1. If they get a second one, they move 2. If they get a third, they move 3. If they get 4 or 5, they move the same amount, 3. And then these ones again, is back 1, back 1, back 2, -2 if you have 3 or more, basically. And etc., etc. So if I get one more double agent, I'm going to be going back. So maybe I don't want that. But yeah, you keep going back and forth like this until the end game is triggered by either one of us catching up to the other one and or surpassing him, or by one person getting 3 code breakers, which would win the game, or if somebody gets 3 daredevils and they lose the game. Is basically the way it works. So basically, there's 3 phases on your turn. You play a card, you recruit, that is taking one of the face up or face down cards, and then you end, which is where you move around the board. It's pretty straightforward, pretty basic. It says here, if you run out of cards and neither player has won or lost your game and the agent deck is empty and your opponent has less than 2 cards to hand, the game will end because they cannot play the next turn, in which case whoever is closer to catching their opponent's meeple wins the game. In the event of a tie, then whoever's turn it is, the active player will win the game. And ties can happen in the following cases. A, both players fulfill a condition to win the game or to lose the game. I'm not sure how you could both do that at the same time. I guess if we both get free code breakers or free daredevils, I guess it's always a possibility. It says if any player fulfills a condition to win and lose the game. So I don't know how that would happen. There's no way you can get free daredevils and, well, I guess if you get free daredevils and you also surpass your opponent, then you would win and lose the game at the same time, and that would be a tie. Or again, if you run out of cards. I think it's a pretty cool game. The board is pretty nice and thick. And then, of course, this side is a bit more advanced with those other cards. That is Agent Avenue. I like it. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Hopefully that makes sense. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.